back to Timberborn, and I guess the first thing, I've had some sleep since the last video, quite a lot, so I'm a bit less tired, which is good. A few of you might have noticed that, it would seem. Apparently the internet is not on YouTube. Yeah, it's been a long day, although I am kind of tired. I'm back home. It's currently in the spare bedroom that is my office I work in from home / where I make videos. It's currently 29.7 degrees Celsius. Yeah, it's kind of warm. Anyway, let's get on with some timberborning, and I had some really cool comments. The first one, which I'm really pleased about, is most of you don't want to see me recycle the bad water through the new power project, so that's cool. And we had a really good suggestion for a name for the Stackaqueduct from Ian. I love that. It is going to be known forever forwards now as the Stackaqueduct. Also, thank you to Paul for pointing out that we in fact have 2 mines in Scrapper Flow, so we're definitely going to be making use of those, and also about from Capta for expanding the industry over here as well. So something that we're definitely going to be doing once I've sketched out what the Stackaqueduct is going to look like. There are a few big things that we need to get on with, which is going to be a big expansion of Scrapper Flow in terms of population and industry, because it has a lot of potential with the land that we've got here. But there are some other things that I've noticed that we can do to improve efficiency in our colony. So last time I put this in to make use of the excess water going into the water tower, but I've realized that we're wasting a lot of potential power here. So once the reservoir is full, the excess comes out of here, goes down through the river system, and turns these 2 powers, which generate us about 600 horsepower, beaver power. Currently, we're not doing too bad, but I think we could ideally stand to generate more power out of this. And what I've thought would be better is we've got some sluice gates here, which are currently set based on contamination. But what we could do is also set them based on depth. So if I adjusted this to be 0.5, these should now close. Yeah, which would start to fill this up. And if I then removed these and replaced them with some dam pieces, I don't know how many we need to put in, so we'll put 3 in, and I'm going to prioritize building those. What this should do is this should then divert the excess water, so it should keep this full, but the excess should go out through here, down here, and then end up going through the original aqueduct and going through all of the water wheels, and hopefully increasing the power that we generate. I think so. And it says that they're closed, but the water seems to be, no, that seems to be working. So I mean, I maybe don't necessarily need to have dams here, but I want to, because I want them there for completeness. So and I might then want to tidy this up to focus the flow a little bit. It's a bit messy, but that's an aside. Really what we're trying to do is get more water coming through here, which should then boost the power output of these, which is going to be good. The other thing I am going to start doing, which will please some of you, because some of you have been suggesting it for a while, is start to dynamite down along where the power is produced. And we're going to start off by leveling it out. So we'll do that. Yeah. We're going to get to the next project in a moment, and then we will get to the Stackaqueduct. So the first thing I want to talk about is it's Wednesday. There was a pretty big update to the experimental branch today, and I was really looking forward to playing on it. And I updated my desktop because I'm at home, and I was all ready to load up and play Timberborn. I even added a couple of new mods, and I started the game up and it crashed. And I think that's because it affects how buildings build, and I run a few mods which add buildings, and I couldn't get the game to load, and I couldn't take those out because in particular we have the gargantuan storages, and it would have removed them. So what I did is I am someone who has multiple computers, so I switched across to my laptop. I'm playing on my laptop. I turned off the internet before I started up Timberborn, so I'm still playing pre-update. So yeah, if you play with mods and you've somehow not started Timberborn in the last couple of days, maybe hold off and wait for mods to get updated. So the next thing we're going to do, and this was a suggestion I had as well, was to move the control tower so that we can not have it sticking up through the middle here. And that is eminently sensible. So what we're going to do is delete it. That means we're going to need to rework some of this, but I'm also going to delete the wood workshop down here so that we can have this run full length. And what I'm going to do is replace it with the thing that one of the things that we are most short of at the moment, which is a gear workshop. So let's just remember it's the Alt key that lets us, Alt and scroll wheel, which lets us go down. And we'll extend the path there. We don't need that to be pine resin anymore. We will make that be gears. I was going to high prioritize building it, but they've almost finished building it anyway, but we will prioritize building it. We'll reset that now. And although it's going to put us back a little bit, I'm then going to delete that. I want to delete that piece of path and that. I'm going to delete both of those, and I'm going to delete this stack of random hours that we'd put in. I'm going to delete that as well, and that will let us put in the appropriate pieces like that. And then going to delete all of those, and I'm going to delete you. You are an eggplant store. We've got eggplant stored there, so that's okay. I'm going to high prioritize those builds. What have we got paused under there? It might be something we need to unpause. So can I, let's get on there. Let's scroll down again through. I think it might be, yeah, we're going to unpause it because we do actually need our smelters running because we're not particularly flush with metal and we want to start stockpiling metal. So let's do that. We'll get those built, and then I'm going to rework a few things. So what I want to have up here is we're going to put 2 wood workshops back in because I'm actually going to put a bunch more wood workshops in over in Scrapper Flow. We've disconnected the power from a whole load of stuff which we're going to need to address, which we will do in a moment. We're going to put in another gear workshop there because gears are a constant problem. They are the problem child of almost all of my Timberborn Let's Plays. How are we going to get power to there? Because I do want to run. Do I want to run warehouses all the way down there, or do I want to have it be something useful? Something useful would probably be sensible, wouldn't it? I mean, it might be sensible to do something like an extra plank workshop and then an extra 2 gear workshops, but actually, you know, kind of placed neatly like that. Then we'll do power coming through here. I'm going to pause that so they can actually build all of the power connection. And then we'll come along there to there. And then we'll do that. We'll have a path running all the way along here. And then we can put stuff here if we need to. I'm not sure what we'll make that be, but let's prioritize building these things. And for now, actually, what I'm going to do is just run that across. That'll get all the industry running again. And that will be good. So let's get this all built and up and running. I think what we actually need to be doing as well, we need to get that finished to power these, because we're now not turning these water wheels. But hopefully what we're doing instead is making a heck of a lot more power over here, which is way better. And we're still keeping this full. So yeah, I think that was a much better idea. We are losing a little bit of water this way, but we're generating a lot more power. So that's good. These are in, so let's detonate this. And this will instantly improve our power storage. And we may as well then do this. Yep, that'll work. And then we can unpause you. And that should get all of that up and running. And that will hopefully address the shortage of gears that we've had, the shortage of planks that we've had. What I'm going to do is put in a storage there for pine resin, set to obtain. And I might put a warehouse there for gears, set to supply. Have got a bit more storage space up here. You need a path. That's okay. Something else that we need up here, actually. So let's delete those. We need some more extract going on. So we'll put an extractor in. You are just logs, so we're going to just delete you. And to help that out for now, I'm just going to put a small tank for bad water set to obtain, and a small tank for extract set to supply, because currently we're not producing enough extract. So that's what I wanted to get done in terms of industrial expansion over here. In theory, if we need to, we can either keep going over this now because we are high enough until we get to the grav batteries, or we could go back this way. We've got a lot of options for how we might expand that. And as soon as this is finished, which is only 2 treated planks away, then these will get power again, which will be good. And these are now kind of redundant. We could delete these and put back we could put the number cruncher in here, or we could remove them and use the water for swimming pools, which might not be a bad idea, actually. So let's do that, in fact, while we're here. I'm not deliberately avoiding making you wait for the start of the construction of the Stackwoduct. It's just I'm wanting to get some other stuff done first. So let's do that. We can come along here, we can come up here, we can come along here, and we can bring this down and into here. That seems like a good idea to me. One more treated plank and we'll finally have these done. So this is all done and it needs the aqueduct placed, and we will get to that once we've got the aqueduct going and Scrapper Flow's expansion going, I think. I'm really hoping that our beaver with their treated plank is on the way. The other thing that I want to do is start increasing our water pumping, because I want to grow the population. We don't have a lot of water stored. We do have a big reservoir, but you know, it would be nice to have some more water stored. Now we've got all the water storing capacity. It would be nice to store more water, you know? Come on, beavers. There we no, still not done yet. Let's prioritize it so they maybe come do it, because it's been a while. We have got a treated plank. That's nearly done as well, which is good because that'll get the coffee going again. Our gears are going up now, which is good because hopefully that means the head production is running more efficiently. Bot heads it is. Nice. That's in. Excellent. So those are all running. So hopefully now the well-being will go up a bit because we've got wind tunnels and more mud baths. So yeah. And I guess we could, if we go well-being, we could throw in, are we short of exercise plazas? We are. We could throw in one. Can I get two in there? Not quite. I can with a bit of explosive application though. Let's go exercise plaza. And then let's throw some explosives there, and we could get a couple of those in as well. Right. That's enough stalling, I guess. Yeah, that's doing what I want it to do. Can we blast these? We can. That one, I don't think matters actually. It doesn't. So let's detonate that. And we are now storing quite a bit more power. So can we do any more? Nope, we are at the bottom of the map. Awesome. So I know I did have the suggestion about moving these up, but I really don't fancy doing the building work to do that. We're storing enough, I think, with the fact that we're probably okay. We might have a bit of an issue during a drought, but during a bad tide, we should be okay, I think, because we'll be getting bad water from here and here. So, yeah. Anyway, back over here. What the first thing that I want to do is run a path, and so I'm going to need to terraform here, because this is going to be the edge of the aqueduct. Love that phrase. Sir Ari, genius. You when I saw that comment on the video, it really did bring a smile to my face. So, yeah, we're going to run a path all the way down there. I'm going to delete the existing path. Yeah, you can go. So hopefully they can get in and build the terrain that they need to. We're going to bring in a forester. So what I'll do actually is I'll bring a path around the back. And we're going to bring in a forester. Or could we just do it with the foresters we've got actually? Foresters, no. And one of the things that I want to do is we're going to put in another forester here, and we're going to put in a staircase there. We'll put pathing because we're going to need to get down to the mines once we build them. And I'm going to actually run a path across there. So we'll put a lumberjack flag there. And we will mark, those trees are already marked for cutting, which is cool. I want to cut down the oak trees that are there. Right. So I think that we should allow about, I'm going to pause the game to plan this out. I want to allow about 6. It's, yeah, about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want to allow a kind of pit that's about 6 for funneling all of the water in. I want to have quite a wide channel. So, and probably we might as well use terraforming to create that. And I know I exploded it out, but you know, that's kind of my prerogative. And so I'm just actually, before I build a load of stuff, let's just mark it out, shall we? Let's just mark it out. So that's going to be, let's do it with levies for now. Because I might put some sluice gates in the bottom. That's going to be the start of the stackqueduct. And what I'm thinking is that the bottom level might be, I don't know yet, but we might do the bottom level just like this. And I just want to work out how we're going to do it roughly, because I'm not entirely sure. Which is why I've paused the game, because we need to do a bit of working things out, because we need to get over the water wheels. So the single platform can go over the water wheel. That's really good news. That's really good news, because you can't put any of these over the water wheel. So what we can do is that. So actually what we might do is, because I'm not sure how high do we need to go. If we do that, and then is that high enough? I don't think it's going to be. No. I'm trying to work out how high we need to go above the wheel to do the next layer. So that's that. So so what I'm thinking we do is we do it was a triple platform, wasn't it? Let's just check. So we can't do double platform 6. And we can. So what I'm thinking we do for each layer is that. So let's just double check. And I have not planned this, so this, you're seeing me plan this in real time. So we can't do single platform. No. Because I want to work out how many stacks we can get in, essentially. So we're going to do that. Let's come forwards a little bit with that. So we're going to go to there. We then do 6. We then do a set of 6. We then do 2 layers of levees. That lets us put the next power wheel in. So we then do another double platform 6, 6. We then do another set of doubles. And we might need to put platforms in here just to help with building. I'm not sure. At the moment, I'm just working out the height of things. So, power there, double platform. And you can now see why we need to massively scale up the industry. 6. I guess I don't need to put the water wheel in to do this, really, do I? There. There. I don't really need to put all of them in, so it kind of helps me visualize. So, there. Double platform. 6. 6. He's going to be... I can't zoom out far enough now. I think this might be the limit. I think we might be at the limit. Yep, we're at the limit. So let's delete that one. Okay, so that's the most we can do. So we're going to be going that way, then back that way, and then that way, and then that way, and that way. But that's not actually what we're going to be doing. We're going to be going that way, that way, that way, that way, that way. That works, actually. I think let's just double check. So this one is coming from left to right, right to left, left to right. Lost track. Right to left, left to right, right to left, left to right, right to left, left to right. That works. Excellent. Excellent. So now the next question is, how many water wheels can we build? So let's move our little dirt pile. Let's make that the dirt. And let's delete you. And let's high prioritize building that. So yeah, we're going to end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stacks of water wheels. And then what we need to do is, so I might be able to squeeze in another one if I sunk it down, but I don't think we need to. I think this is going to be impressive enough with 5 stacks. So let's come across here, and as I say, you are seeing my process of how I build things and how I work this out. If you watched the one of the, was it the first mega build series I did? I think it was the Helix Mountain one. That involved paper, well, digital paper. That involved me actually drawing stuff, but this one, nope. This one involves me doing this. So power. We don't need to leave. I'm going to remove the last water wheel from each one to allow space for the drop, I think. Let's delete that random bit of path because that's getting in the way. Let's remove that random bit of path. That. There. 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 Oh, this is going to be so huge. That's what she said. So that one's going to go there when the tree's gone. So it's 4, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Come out there. Power. So you go there, and then you go there, You go there. You go there. And then that can be the gap for the drop. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 water wheels. Doubled up, so 38 water wheels per level, potentially. Will that work? I don't know. Now, the thing that we do know is that the water doesn't drop as we go through a flow anymore. And it doesn't seem to be affected by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So, heck, we're going to give it a go. Yeah. That is an awful lot of construction to do. That is going to be an awful lot of construction to do. So let's just remove you and you. This on its own is going to generate a heck of a lot of power. Which will enable us as a phase 1 to power an awful lot of industry. To then get the rest of the build going. So what we'll do is we'll put in a path like this. And like this. I'm going to leave those out. We need to come down here all of the way. And I'm just checking that the demons of the previous video haven't come back. They don't appear to have. Yes, I know I could use terrain to do this, but we are not producing huge amounts of dirt. And you know what? I think this is going to look really cool, made out of wood and metal and stuff. And I think that suits the Iron Teeth. So, yeah. And I think what we'll do is we'll get this first layer built and producing power, because that will actually be a lot of power. Now, the thing that we have is getting the power out, and that's why I made this. Because what I've done is I've been a bit dumb, and you may have noticed that. So if I put these in, there is a gap because I've made this too wide. So what I need to do is actually come in here, and I'm going to delete all of this one that I have literally just placed, because I want the power connection. Do I want the power? No, I want the power connection predominantly on the other side. So I'm going to replace the one that I've just deleted, because, you know, that's how this works. As the song goes, we're thinking out loud. Just again, I am thinking it's 12 for that person. Yeah, we're going to delete all of this. I know, but we haven't built anything yet. We're still planning. We're still planning. So we're going to delete all of that. We're going to do double platforms all the way down here to actually put the power connections on, because they're more resource efficient than the overhangs. And then we're going to do levees all the way down here. And actually that makes it easier to place the levees because we're just butting them up against the platforms. There we go. And we know, well, we don't know. Scrapper Flow has a reasonable amount of wood, and we're trying to up its wood production. The main district, which is nameless, always in my saves, the main district remains nameless. I don't know why. So that's that bit done. The other thing that we need to do is we need to get the bad water across here. And we'll work on that. Let's unpause because we do want them to start building that. Just thinking that probably while they're doing the construction, it wouldn't be a bad idea to do that and run a path along like that. So that they can get to all of the double platforms that they need to build. The alternative would have been for me to pause or prioritize the levies, but we're just going to let them get to it as they can. I thought I'd set that to be dirt. There we go. Be dirt. So that's actually coming in from the main district. So both districts can work on building this, which is cool. There they go. Over here, I guess everything else was built. So that's okay. The next thing is going to be working on this. And what we're going to need to do is come in here and demolish the larger trees. Only the larger ones, because the small ones we can just take out with placing things like paths. But otherwise it'll look messy with these in here. So let's do that. Let's replace that with a ladder, and I'm going to just ever so slightly deprioritize all of this so that other things get done, because otherwise it's going to be a case that nothing else gets done while we want them doing other things, and that'll just be a bit of a pain, I think. So yeah, they'll still do work, but I'm going to up the priority on that. We can pause one of those. I did unpause the water pump down here because the district was a little bit low on water. Yeah. What we should probably do if we've got them building from this district is put in a pile for logs. Good old OBS, a little bit of a crash there. Get some haulers bringing over logs. I've put in a log store there. Not sure at what point we lost the recording. Yeah, that will help us. That will be good. This is going to be crazy. This is going to be crazy when it's built. Make sure they build that and that, because I'm not sure what the builders over here. They're probably still terraforming stuff slowly. Yeah. So the next thing that I want to do over in Scrapper Flow is I think, yeah, we're still kind of short of power at the moment for the short term. So for the short term, what we're going to do is put in the engine that we were looking at building. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to throw the engine there, and then we'll remove this and put in a couple of universal power shafts. That will be messy, but it'll do the job of connecting the engine up to that. You can probably pause one of the lumberjacks because we're clearly not using all of the wood that we have in this district. And now that we've got our extra forester, let's get more wood planted, because we are going to be using a heck of a lot of it. So going to put another staircase there. We are going to need a path down into here. So let's enable that so I don't fill it with trees. And I'm going to wait for those to be built, and then we'll see where we put the rest of the trees. As long as they're busy planting, that's okay. How are we? We've got a couple of spare beavers here, so I think that would be a good point to throw in a builder's hut. Make that a high priority for them to build it. We will high prioritize building the engine as well. Yeah, that'll be good. And then what we're going to start doing, because I have been ignoring one of our other big projects, is we're going to start looking at enabling filling the lake above craft caves. You thought I'd forgotten, didn't you? I hadn't. Nope. So I think I need to be putting double explosives all the way down here. Yep. And then single explosives out here. And we're going to need to route a pipe some way through all of this. So we'll do that for now, and we'll see how they get on. I was talking about increasing water pumping, and I've got kind of a cunning plan. It does really need a drought, which we actually have approaching, which is going to work in our favor. What I want to do is remove one of these sluice gates and isolate one of them. And I'm going to build a little bit of a water pipe down into this area and put some water pumps in here. Because I don't particularly want to remove any of the... We're using almost all of the river area for useful things. So I don't particularly want to remove any of it. So yeah. That was the wrong key. That was still the wrong key. Did I set that? I did. Cool. So what else do we need? We just need to increase the amount of everything we have. We could look at putting in the tribute to ingenuity. If we did that and we put it, say, somewhere there, which is not far from where we have power, that would actually hit most of this district. And we could bring power across from here. We've got lots of options for power, actually. Yeah, that might work. We'd probably have to delete a motivatorium. So that wouldn't be the end of the world. So, in fact, let's do that. Let's go through there to there. I'll do it. I'll do it. Cool. That's working. How are we getting on down here with the Stacqueduct? It's going to be this. This is just going to take so long to do. So yeah, right. The engine's in. Let's enable connecting it up. So we need to do that, and we need to make that our high priority. Yeah, you've got logs, so if we could come and place some explosives here, please, that would be wonderful. There we go. So if we now delete that, go into here, grab the universal power shaft. We need to do 2 to make that connection. Let's hook that up. And yeah, I'm doing this because it's going to take a while before this thing produces power. So right, that's in. So to run a path along here, I'm going to do a staircase down to there, because I want to rip out all of those as well. And then we'll do a staircase up there. And we'll get those ripped out. And we'll start thinking about how we bring this bad water across and into here. But not too soon, because we actually need to get all of this built first. So, yeah. Let's make sure that we prioritize those as well. Yeah, they've got all the things they need to build those. Brilliant. That's good. That's good. I mean, we could pump during a good tide. We could pump water out of here, which is essentially what we're trying to create with this. Or we could just stick a load of water pumps into the reservoir here. Which would work. And I could just pull some mangroves out of here. We have currently nearly 5,000 mangroves. So no, we're gonna no. We lost one. Oh, sorry, beaver. Sorry, beaver. Oh well. For some reason, the beaver name... Let's ignore what I've just done. The important thing is that for some reason, the beaver naming mod doesn't seem to be working for me at the moment. That's the important thing. Ignore the dead beaver. The dead beaver is gone. So we had Motivatorium. Oh, they're ground only, aren't they? Bugger. Wind tunnel. Well, that's not going to connect power through there, is it? Oh, that's annoying. That is so annoying. That's not going to work. Delete. Delete. So annoying. I'm sure some of you were pointing that out to me as I did my stupid thing. There we go. Let's put that back. So the alternative, because I want to try and get power. Oh. The alternative is, if I want to, or could I place this on? Monuments. What if I placed it over here? That gets all of the accommodation, which is the important thing. So what we could do is put it there. And we could just pull power out of the back of that. So yes, yes. So let's terraform in that. Probably need to put in a ladder there so they can get down there, and then we're going to need to do that. Yeah. Oh well. Right. Over here. Now the engine is running. We're hopefully in a better place for power demand. I want to delete those. I'm just tidying it up so it looks nicer. It's really not important, but it might bug me if it's not done. So bear with me while I indulge myself. And equally, we need to do that. So that is a thing we actually need to do. Right, they're in. So now what we can do is we're going to need a path into the mine. We're going to need storage and stuff for the mine. So we're going to leave all of that bottom area empty. We can plant out to there. Good old finger on the screen. So we can plant that area. We can plant this area. Yep. So we'll do that. We need to put in some more lumberjack flags. Because I didn't think of that. Why didn't any of you remind me about that? So let's do that. I guess you're not cutting stuff down because we're not using the logs fast enough yet in this district. No, they're full of logs. Okay. Use logs faster. Yeah. Obviously, there's going to be a slight complication with trying to grow trees along here once we have put in a big old channel of bad water. We might get one crop of trees out of it before then. Let's run a path back there as well. I assume a lot of this is just waiting for them to do stuff. So that's okay. What we're going to do then, because we can't path over them. Combination barriers, that's what them are. We're going to do that. And we're going to start producing, first off, bots in Scrapper Flow. So I'm going to run a path along there. We're going to run platforms across there. I'm going to be able to build that there. They should be able to, shouldn't they? They should be able to put a power shaft there once they've done that. So that'll be good. What we're going to do temporarily is let's put that there, and we're going to run a path down here so that the main district can work on building all of that from above. It'll be unhappy, but they can work on it. Let's detonate this, and we can start putting in this water pipe. because I would like to get that lake beginning to be irrigated. Let's go on triple speed. I'm not sure why I'm not on triple speed. And then we need to go... Ooh, we've got a problem there. That's not going to work, is it? That's not going to work. We're going to need to do double to get that going. Well, you done messed up there, son, didn't you? That should work. Yeah, that should work. Yeah, they work. And then we can drop down there. So, you could then go to there. You need to be a levee. You need to be dirt blocks. Levees. Is there a water path through there? Yeah, I think there is actually. So I think this works. I don't think I did my finest work putting this one in, if I'm honest. But oh well. That should be okay. Oh, we missed one. Levee. You're one too high. So that's that done. We need an impermeable floor there and there. We may as well run you like that. So it matches. Impermeable floor. There we go. So it should be able to build most of that, I think. Maybe not that. Actually, maybe they can, yeah. Okay. So we'll let them work on all of those things, of which there are many. I'm going to give a little bit of priority to tidying up. Because I want to get stuff deleted so that I can then start planning building, and having dead trees in the way is going to annoy me. So that's why I want to delete them. Okay, so you don't need to do that. Awesome. Can you get to those? I bet you can't. No. Let's do path. There we go. How you doing with that? You're getting on with it. How's our supply of things like gears and stuff now? It's not, considering we're building something which really hammers the gear usage. Let's make sure you're marked to be deleted. Let's make sure you're both prioritized to be deleted. And then basically we're going to have to build all the way up around all of this. There is literally no point in removing that, because we're going to be going up pretty much as high as we can go. So yeah, but we may as well let them build this first, because without this there's nowhere for it to go. Kind of my view. And at the same time, I was going to say we need to expand our beaver population down here, but I really want to do it through robotic means. So we'll get that going in. And probably what we will be doing is putting that straight up against there. So we'll have to build this power shaft first, one piece at a time. Housing wise, we've got a few spare beds. We do need more water. So only we had somewhere to pump water, hey? I know, I get it. What I'm thinking I should do is maybe come out into the deeper part. Actually, what I should do is use bridges, because bridges are really cheap to build now, aren't they? Yeah. Do that. And then let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do that. You there. And then do no doubles. You and you. And then we could do a water pump there. And in fact, we could do you and you. We could switch that. And that would actually let us pump water, you know. Even if the water tower ran dry, we could pump a decent amount of water out of there. So we are into the drought now, so we should sort out this other project that I had in mind, which was basically the bit we need to do urgently is replace those. So let's do that. Get that swapped out. How are we doing on this? They're doing. And we're not short of water. It would just be nice to have more of it. So let's do that, because that will get that connected when we actually get it built. And we're going to come... We might come up at this point. Come up over this one, straight across here and over the canola field. A bit of unnecessary stuff, but you know, it'll be fun. And fun is what this is sometimes about, you know. So, power. There we go. Get you in. And what I want to do with Scrapper Flow is start producing bots, and then we'll start doing the upscaling of industry. It's still okay for planks. Good. This is going in. It's going in. It's slow, but it's going in. Should probably have a pile for planks as well. I also need to be, I mean, we're pretty good for canola oil now, but we're not producing enough grease. That is a problem. But we have filled up, well, we're not quite filled up our new industrial area. We could make use of this corner to maybe put in another, we could put a grease factory there. Let's high prioritize the build. The problem we will have, we've got canola oil there. So, and the grease factories use canola oil and extract. We've got canola oil there. We've got extract there. So actually that might not be awful. Might not be awful. It might be interesting to try and get another path up the side there, but see if we can get that built quickly, beavers. You could maybe also move some of this storage over to here. That might be good. Yeah, so that doesn't need to be there now, does it really? Anyway, this is going to be... let's not make it a low priority project. The treated planks can go there as they get built. We probably need more science going on, but that means more beavers. So it's 31 degrees in here now. It is quite warm. So let's prioritize that, and then we can start putting in the bot part factories because they will take a little while to get built. And then we also need, I'm just thinking that smelters are longer, so let's do that. We're also going to come off of here and up like that. I think that's quite cool. And we'll do that and that for our bot assemblers. There we go. So at the moment we are relying on importing metal beams. So we should really start thinking about getting the mine built, but that's going to take a while because we're going to need to import the treated planks. So maybe what we should be doing is growing pine trees. So maybe what I do is mark one of the areas. Let's not replant those. It's going to take a little while, but we won't replant those. We'll plant pine trees there. You're going to start on heads. You're going to be chassis, and you're going to be limbs. I might actually pause those for a bit because we've probably not got enough beavers to run them. What I might do is import some bots to kickstart the bot production. We need some storages. So we need planks, metal beams, gears for a start. So planks, metal beams, gears, and then we're going to be producing heads, limbs, and chassis, aren't we? So which don't go in those; they go in warehouses. Chassis. So heads, limbs, and chassis. Let's detonate those, and then yeah, we'll spread industry across here, and eventually we'll be able to pick power up from here. We might need to bring in I could think of the words. Nope. Words are gone. But yeah, starting to take shape. It'd be really nice if we could get the start of the bots done. Going to put in a wood workshop there. Going to put in storage for pine resin there, and some treated planks. And we're going to start importing pine resin, which was not what I was thinking, but we actually have that set to be imported anyway. So, or they've just started importing it anyway. So that's cool. That's getting done. So we'll continue working on that next time because we are almost done for today. Let's get the plank production going again. How's our power looking? It's okay because I keep looking at nighttime. That needs to be prioritized by haulers. That's almost built now. I wonder if it's worth putting in a control tower somewhere here, so that they're getting that bonus as well as they're coming and going. Might be worth doing. We have not finished building the new grease plant yet. It's okay, they'll get there. Hopefully that means I'm going to deprioritize that one. They're running a decent efficiency, so yeah, that's okay. Not unhappy with how they're working. That's fine. So that's in. Again, we'll tackle that at another point. I just wanted to get the enabler for that done. There's a number of ways we can tackle this to get it going. There's an easy way and there's a hard way, and I might go the easy way. The easy way, actually, let's do it the easy way. So we need to 1, 2, you in there. The easy way is basically to you, and then run triple dynamite along there. Delete that. That does mean we need another drought because we need to delete that sluice gate and rebuild it. Yeah. Metal blocks is causing us an issue. We are importing them. We have storage for them. Are we producing them over here? We have 12. We have a decent amount of scrap metal. We are not running very efficiently, okay? Well, some of them aren't. Oh, okay. Oh well. Just thinking, what else am I building? I guess this is used. Yeah, that's using them up, isn't it? and that's just been finished, so that's good. So I think next time I will work on diverting these. We'll start that process. Actually, you can be closed because you're not contributing any power. So you don't actually need to be open. Yeah, we'll work on getting the diver in place for these, and basically we need to feed it to here. Drop it into this. The beavers will keep building this thing. I have no idea how long this is going to take. We'll try and get Scrapper Flow up and running. Again, that's going to just be a lot of work, I think, to actually get this producing stuff. Ideally, we can get the bots going, and that will help, because we can scale up without having to increase our beaver population, although that might be a sensible option because we've got quite a lot of food. And we can quite easily increase water production, so not get to that. Okay, let's enable them getting to that. Yeah, it would be pretty easy actually to get this sorted and working. And then we could just build a whole load of water pumps in here. And up our... We don't need to, but I just want to. It feels weird to me having so little water pumping capacity. I mean, what I can do... Actually, I can do this without it being a drought. I can just do that. Which means I just need to do this. Keeping an eye on the time as well. Let's do that. So I'm going to let them build that, and I'll be back. Right, they've got that levee built, which means actually we probably need to build both. We probably need to build two, because we can't just delete the sluice gate. That won't work. So let's get them back over here to build that. It should take them mere moments. It's really annoying that you can't place explosives in front of things. And as I said, I don't... Come on, game. I don't particularly need to, but I would like to up the water production. Get our... You know, we've got massive water stores that we could have full, and I would like to get them topped up. Because I want to start I think we need to start increasing the beaver population. So, right, we can now delete you. Place the triple explosives there. Now we've created the temporary dam. I kind of feel like it might be useful to actually come in here. And put some path in. And just blast a bunch of that out. But let's do this bit first, because we can do that afterwards. All right, let's put the sluice gate back in. Put the levee back on top of it. Prioritize building that. And then what we can do is set that to be automatic. And just set that to a depth. I'm not sure what depth we want it to be. Probably about point something like that. Let's let them build that one. And then I'm going to come in here, and how far away Can we place explosives? Quite a way, it would seem, which is quite worrying. I'm just going to run some more path about. And we'll just do an area a bit like this. So let's do that. Right, so that's in, so we can delete that. And that now, that should start filling that up. So that should now fill up, and it'll hold a bit more water if we explodorate things, which is what we're doing or enabling here. So we'll just keep an eye on this, make sure it doesn't do anything too funky. They should be closed. Yeah, we don't want any water going through this, and as I said, I know I don't need to do this. I know we have more than enough water in here to keep pumping. I would just like to top up our water never seems to particularly increase. And if we're going to increase the beaver population, I would like to improve that situation. The same as I'm trying to do down here. Basically, I have realized that we can't actually build the other end of the bridge without being able to get to place the platform. So let's do that. That will be a limiting factor, but they are cracking on with that at pace. I'm pretty pleased with how that's going. Obviously, every time I give them a job in a different district, it'll slow things down, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. It's why I've deprioritized it. So we want those to be closed, please. We want to retain water up here. Thank you very much. So that's at 0.35. Yeah, I think 0.45. We could probably go deeper than we'll probably go 0.65. I need to place a piece of explosives there. They need to place that missing piece of explosives. And we'll detonate that, and then we'll build some water pumps. And what I might actually do... no, we're not going to do that, because water pumps require 2 land. We're going to just cut across there with some double explosives. Please send someone fast to build that, please. Send someone who's been charged up. Because there we go. Because then I can delete the ladder. No. There we go. Place the missing piece. Yes, this is working now. This is good. This is good. Oh, you idiot. Well, do you know what? Because you're so dumb, say goodbye. I am bot 376. And that gives us a nice area then to pump water out of. And actually what we're going to do is not do that. And if I want to, I could then make this deeper, but we're not going to. This will be just fine, and we're going to storage, medium water tank, set to supply to keep them fueled. Well, not fueled, but busy. And that should do its thing now, and hopefully help fill up our water store. And that is going to be it for today, folks. So let's head back over to Scrapper Flow and the site of the Stackaduct, and that's the start of things. This is going to take quite a while to build. What I may do, in the sake of progress, is let the game run a bit, let them get this built, because otherwise it's just going to take ages and ages. And when we come back, I'll then start working on diverting the power across to here. That might mean that we've also by then got the bot production going in here, which would be good. I don't think we'll have the mine operating, but what we could do is we could put a smelter in, because we could start importing scrap metal. So, because just I believe we do not have spare scrap metal. So we do in fact need more mines operating. That's because they're out of treated planks, because we're using all of the treated planks. So it's all connected, isn't it? It's all connected. And that's because we're trying to build that thing. So, yeah, it's all interconnected. Without treated planks, we can't get metal. Without metal, we can't do the next thing. But yeah, we should now see our water supply go up, which will be good. So I'm not worried about if this dries out or anything like that during a drought. It's bonus water. I mean, I could put in a sluice gate in here to let this top this up, and we could have not done any of this. We could have just done it from here. Some of you would have got upset because I might not put it right at the very bottom, but you know, it's all fine. It all works, you know. Cool. These are working now, which is good. We are actually somehow not short of beavers in this district, which is kind of amazing. We should start planting our pine trees in here and marking them not to be cut as well. I guess that would probably be sensible, because that would be annoying, because we do need them to be preserved so that we can get the resin to preserve them, preserve the treated planks. I know what I meant to say. Let's pause you. I'm going to prioritize building these two buildings over the bot assemblers, because we do need the metal beams. That would be good, and we will need lots of treated planks, I think, as well. Thinking for not necessarily for those or the impermeable floors, but we do need them for the mines, and we have 2 mines that we want to build. What I'm going to do is, once we've got bot production going, I'm going to disconnect this bit from the other district. So actually, or we could just bridge over this path to get this connected to Scrapper Flow. Either way works. Anyway, I'm rambling. So thanks for watching, folks. Hope you've enjoyed this one. If you did, click the like button. As always, comments, questions, and suggestions are welcome. And I will see you all next time.